Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about tables in HTML. So tables in HTML are very useful if you want to display the information related to tables like structure. So I have opened up let me open up live server here in this file. So right click and open with the live server, and we have nothing here. So let me write a table in order to display a table. Let's visualize a table that I want to display. This is our table tag here, table, and inside of the table tag we need to define a table head that is called THEAD head. That is like a markup, right? So table head. Inside of the table head we have to define a row. So we have how many rows do you have in your table head? I have one row, so that is table row. Inside the table row we need to give it a table heading. So this is the table heading, right? So we need to give it a TH, and I need to give it ID name. And the next heading, there are three headings, so we will have to give three heading, and order matters. All right, you can write in different order. Let me give it capital name and th, and then we have age. All right, so that is about the table row, and at the end of this table head we'll create a t body, the table body, and table body will have a row, first row, that is we are dealing with this row, the ID, and we have to give it a TD of TD inside here, and that is 1. And let me create two more. If you are using Emmet, then you can do that. So we saw and tab and 18, and we have a next row, and we have three table data, so I can say multiply it by 3, and we got three different tags, and that is Sam ID2 and Sam, and hit tab, and we got 20. So if I save it and went to the browser, then I could see the table. So that is the ID of name. As you can see here, the table is really ugly. So let's use some of this style here. Before that, let me give it the table the ID so that it will be easier to target it. Let me give table 1, and let's give it a style of width. Let's increase the width to 100%, making it all the way block. Use all the space that is available for the table. So let me give it a style, and let's use the style, and let's target the table, its table headings and table row, table data. So, and let's give it a border. Let's give it a border of 2 pixel solid black, and save it, and there we go, a weird one. So we have another property here called border collapse, and I want to say collapse. So refresh it, then I should see a normal one. So these are aligned to left. I think they are aligned to left. So let's give them alignment, a different alignment, and let's target the table heading and table data. If I target the table, then it will be a little bit a weird one. So let's target table heading and table data, and let's give the text aligned to be center, and refresh this, then I should see the table or centered. So this is about the simple styling a table. And then we have what is called a cold span. So cold span means spanning the column from one column to two column. So that is done by specifying first in the table heading how you want to expand the column. So that is, let's say I want to span a column of name. Let's say it has got an attribute called cold span, and let's expand 2 columns in there. That means I will be able to add 2 names here. So let me go to the table data, let me give it a table data, and let me it's both of the row I have to give 2 names. All right, Sammy, and let's give it a Ram, and let me give it a name of Will, and save it. Then I should see 2 names here. So that is about the column span. I span the column to 2 parts. So that is about the column span. So let me recap it. I made a table heading of two column span of the span the 2 column inside the name, and inside the table body inside the data I use 2 names. So if I don't use 1 name, then it will not display. The column will not expand generally. All right. So that is about the column span, and we also have the row span that spans the row. So let's say what will happen if I say row span and do the same thing. So it will do the same thing. It will do the same thing, but it won't do the same thing. It did basically span the row to two, and the actual things went out of the head. So that is about the column span. And the row span, you can use them according to your requirement. So here the requirement is column span, and Bisol and Will are of 18, and Sam and Ram are 20. So that is about the column span, and row span can have its own uses. So that is about the table tag, and you can use another useful thing, that is the caption, table caption, if you have that. So we also have a caption element. To define the caption, you have to do is use the caption element inside of the table and say this is the name and age, kind of silly, and save it. Will give me a name and age, as it has like a caption in the top. So that was about the tables in HTML.